What is up? All right, guys, listen, we're going to tackle this highly complex and tremendously confusing thing about masks, right? Hot topic right now. Everybody's talking about it. All these counties, Manatee, Sarasota, Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Palm Beach County, all putting in orders that you're going to be putting in, mandatory mask orders. Okay, so let's talk about this. Approximately, and one more thing. I am going to do my absolute best during this video to talk about this, not in a way of someone who thinks this is all total and utter bullcrap, as I do, but to talk about all this in such a way as just a guy who's researching masks. So here we go. 2 to 3 weeks ago, the CDC comes out and for the first time endorses that we should wear masks at all time when in public. Now, I'm sure you guys think, well, this is crazy. They did that months ago, right? Well, they did, but 2 to 3 weeks ago, they kind of made an official endorsement. Okay, they talk about 3 kinds of masks: the N95 mask, the cloth mask, and the surgical mask. Only one of those 3 do they recommend, and it's not the one that works, confusingly enough. Okay, the N95 mask is the one that they do not recommend for reasons we'll get into in a second. It is the one, however, that does the best job of working. It is primarily saved for first responders, emergency medical staff, so on and so forth. It did show a reduction in aerosols. It does get things down to 0.05 of a micron. The little valve inside does take that out. The only problem with that, guys, the coronavirus or influenza and other viruses are 0.0000002 of a micron, which is smaller than 0.5. Therefore, it's not going to completely stop the virus from coming through the mask. Okay, now, they tested these masks on patients that had coronavirus, right? They fitted them properly, tested them, and what they found is the inside of the mask tested negative for coronavirus. That makes no sense. This person breathing through the mask has the coronavirus. The inside tested negative. The outside, however, tested positive. Huh? That doesn't make sense either. So the inside's negative, the outside's positive. Okay. Well, what they found is that whatever the air the person has not breathed in sits on the outside of the mask. When the person exhaled, they're breathing it out there. So all those aerosols, all those coronavirus particles floating through the air are not really being stopped by that N95 mask. Now, why don't they recommend it if it is the one that actually does have a chance of working? Well, because it's too hard to fit. Too hard to fit to your face. And they say if it's not properly fitted to your face, it is not effective. Okay. Now, the one they do recommend, the surgical mask. Well, in the studies, what they found is the surgical mask did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. 95 to 97% of the aerosols and particles were still able to be transmitted through the mask. Now, the one thing it did do is it stopped you from getting wet if the person next to you sneezed. So if the guy next to you is sick and has coronavirus and he sneezes, it is going to capture some of that in that surgical mask, because that's what it was designed for. Designed for people performing surgeries, right? Not designed to stop a virus. Okay. They say that 95, 97% is getting through the mask and the rest is going on through the sides. Crazy. The cloth masks, very, very similar research. Again, not effective. 97% in the cloth masks of the COVID-19 aerosols made its way right through the mask. Now, what these independent studies have shown is that if someone is sick, wearing a mask can slightly reduce their ability to transfer the virus from one person to the other. 2 to 3% variables, depending on which websites you read. I know this stuff's confusing, makes no sense. Imagine actually doing the research, right? And I know you guys are going to fact check this. You're going to want the sites, you're going to want the stuff, and I will do my best to get it up to you guys because this is such a confusing and controversial topic. Okay, so they do recommend the surgical mask that does nothing. They don't recommend the N95 mask that does actually help because people can't fit it to their face and they can't get them. And the cloth mask is a complete and utter waste of time. All this being said, they're making a mandatory recommendation that we wear masks. Is there anyone else that makes absolutely no sense to? So as I've said before, guys, when everyone wants to wake up and we want to have rallies in the streets or riots in the streets or whatever you want to do over our constitutional rights, over our amendments, over everything that is being taken away from us, over this media hyped bullcrap, please come get me. right? Because right now we are being run by fear, run by the media, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, CNN, I don't care who you are, until we stand up as a people and say no more. No more will you be lied to, or will we be lied to? Will we be manipulated by you? Listen, if I'm in business and I have a company, what do you do before you buy my product? You Google me, you fact check me, you look me up, right? And if you don't like what you see, guess what you don't do with me? Business. But you are continuing, or we as a people are continuing to allow and do business with these people on a daily basis who don't check out. Their facts are not right. They're completely selling fear. The one thing I don't do in the business that I'm in that has a lot of fear associated with it is I never sell fear, I sell benefits. They aren't selling to me the benefit of what these things can do for me. They're selling me the fear. They're trying to see who will follow, who will fall in line, who will do what they say that they want us to do. Guys, if you are sick, the mask can slightly help. Can slightly help you from giving the virus to somebody else. But if you are sick, stay your butt home. Wash your hands. Stay away from people. Don't touch your face. That is what you do if you're sick. Not wear a mask in public around my kids or anybody else. I don't want to get sick. Nobody else wants to get sick. Whether the mask works or not, stay your butt home. This whole mask thing is propaganda. It's complete and utter BS. I said I was going to try not to go there. I can't not go there. Guys, it has to stop. Stand up for what's true. Stand up for what's right. I believe we can. I believe our society is more. I believe our people are smart enough to investigate for themselves. So look this stuff up. Do your research. I'll post some links for you guys to read. Only stuff from the CDC, the people that you guys seem to want to read anyway. You don't want to read independent crap. I get it. Whatever. These are the facts. They're out there. Read them for yourself. Hashtag masks off. I'm over it. I'm out. Love you guys.